Master Truth here for a quick read for my Capricorns. I hope y'all are doing well. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. I didn't want this to be too long, so I pre-pulled some cards to start the reading. And I feel like it's a lot of like pain and suffering, could be past energy, but like transforming into like something so beautiful and satisfying. I'm getting the energy of just wanting to feel like happy again or peaceful. It's like you're manifesting some sort of abundance and mental clarity, overall peace and less chaotic. I feel like with the Two of Swords, it's like for so long you kind of been avoiding and going deep and really dealing with your emotions head on. It's like you could be the type to like sweep things under the rug when it gets too serious or uncomfortable. You don't like to be questioned or have to open up about your inner deep emotions and feelings. It's almost like you shut off and maybe even run away when things get to that uncomfortable point. With this Four of Pentacles, it's like you could be dealing with people in situations out of a sense of security. It's almost like not feeling like you're good enough, so you hold on to connections to feel like secure, being codependent from maybe going through a lot of trauma in your past, kind of like a coping mechanism. Maybe you cling to negativity and substances, or take it as it resonates, just low vibrational things. Whatever it is that you do to kind of cope with the things that you can't really open up about, and your innermost dark secrets and emotions, all these negative emotions that we feel just from experiences in life. It's like we don't want to let people know that part of us. You know what I'm saying? We want to shut it off at times. So it's just like that is the things that God and the universe wants us to process so we can heal and really grow. Because with this Four of Pentacles, indicates you are holding on to people, possessions, situations, or past issues. It can be an indication that there are deep-seated issues affecting you that you need to process and let go of. You may be trying very hard to cling onto the people or possessions that give you a sense of security. You may be holding on to things in an unhealthy, possessive, controlling, or toxic way. Or someone may be holding on to you in such a manner. It can indicate that you need to establish your boundaries or respect the boundaries of other people. This card also indicates a lack of openness, blocking or obstructing progress, keeping to yourself, or a sense of isolation. It can represent wealth, greed, materialism, and penny pinching. It's like you blocking your own progress just out of fear that you won't, that you'll lose something, or that like God won't give you better, the universe won't give you better. You or your partner may be acting in a possessive, jealous, or controlling manner, which could be having a negative effect on your relationship. Be careful not to hold on so tight that you squeeze the life out of your relationship. It can also be an indication that one of you is holding on to past wrongs or a grudge, or that there are deep issues causing issues in the relationship. If your partner has wronged you in some type of way, you will need to make a decision to either forgive them and move forward together, or let go of the relationship. Holding on to grudges is toxic and breeds resentment. If you are single, the Four of Cups indicates you may be holding yourself back from meeting someone new. This may be because you fear change. You are not approaching new relationships with an open mind and heart. Or it can be an indication that you are still holding on to feelings for an ex and are not ready to move on. Whatever the cause, you will need to resolve these issues before you can fully embrace a new relationship. You could be like in a stable position at your job, but it's a need to not let fear of losing that position rule your life. You can be careful about maintaining your position without being paranoid or isolating yourself. It can signify being weary of sharing with others in a career setting. It can take form of being possessive of your clients for the fear of someone stealing them, or unwilling to share ideas with coworkers as you worry they might take credit for them. This may be a valid concern in some situations, but don't go overboard. It may also indicate that you are holding on to a job that doesn't fulfill you because you fear losing the financial security it gives you. It could also be like somebody holding a promotion from you or a pay raise. But if you are financially secure, it could be like you're holding on to your wealth for maybe to buy something big, like a house, like a big purchase, or just putting money away from retirement. However, it indicates materialism, penny pinching, or greediness, or stinginess. But if you're holding on to old emotional, like psychological baggage, is a need to like release it. You know, pray, meditate, whatever it is you do to ground yourself and like release energy baggage, like baggage of your past. You could talk to friends or like, you know, a therapist, whatever it is you need to release those issues. It also is like, could be constipation for some people. It's just retention, like not letting things out, like not wanting to make decisions, being indecisive, maybe trying to keep the peace with some people, but it's avoiding making a choice that must be made. Spiritually, it's like fear, regret, or negativity could be holding you back. And it could be like making your heart cold and kind of closed off, focusing too much on materialism. You need to take time to like figure out what you are holding on to and why. Try meditating and praying, you know, so you can release this. With the Page of Wands, because you could have like a new spark of energy to do new things, creative. This also means like a short-lived romance. Could be like just a makeup session. Passionate. But it's a need to give some time to miss each other for people who are in relationships. So like when you come back, it's like that energy of like teasing each other and flirting with each other. It like ignites the spark back in a relationship when you're away and you come back together, and it's like more passionate, you know, because you had that time apart. With this, because from the 2 to the 4 to the 5, it's like 3 of Swords, where you felt so much like sadness and anxiety, regret, pain, heartbreak, you know, just really and this is also internal conflict where you so shut off and you like try to mask all those deeper emotions. It's kind of blocking you from the true happiness that you're manifesting, that's right past this fear of really like going deeper and looking at the things that you need to look at so that you can process and heal it. Pain will be followed by healing, clearing the ground for a new relationship, new opportunity in work. It's just like clearing that heart space, you know, because opening your heart opens doors for everything, you know. There is no limit on the happiness you can receive. Because it's like you're in conflict. It could be internal conflict. This is like bickering, but it's opposition, competition, personality clash. It's trapped in conflict, fearing, envious of others, a fight for affection, a need to be recognized. But this could be a friendly competition. Like I feel like it's some work related competition too, like fearing somebody takes the spotlight or takes the position. But what's for you is for you. Nobody can have what's for you, and if they do, it just wasn't meant for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about a perspective change and how you look at things, because this is like jealousy, envious, and maybe somebody is fighting for your affection and attention, and maybe you could be fighting for somebody else's attention and affection. They could have a lot of people around them, or chaos, pent up energy, ego, fighting, arguments, disagreements, tension, competition, impacting your ability to move forward with your goals. Could be at work, harsh words, rumors, too many opinions. You can't make everyone happy. And this is like not feeling worthy also. It's a need to rest though, because going from the 2, the 3, and then the 4, it's like every stage, it's like you going from like this in denial stage where you don't want to make decisions, you don't want to be open, you're closed off, emotionally, and then to being hurt because it's like you didn't stand up for yourself. So you allowed yourself to be heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? Because you closed your heart space. And that, in reality, blocks out all happiness. It does. It's like you have to focus on what truly makes you happy. And from a place of love, you don't want to be cold to love, and then it forced you into this rest mode where it's like God in the universe is like forcing you into this time out. Rest, recuperation, meditation, it's like recovery from conflict, but it's like well earned. You got to deal with all this chaos tomorrow. It'll be there. Withdrawing from love life, a long time, taking a break, taking a vacation, mental health, like a rest day for self-care. It's like avoid overthinking about money or overthinking in general. It's time to loosen your grip and like release control. Yeah, because loosening your grip, this is like coping mechanism, density, addiction. It's time to let God in. I want to read a little bit about this card. Yeah, beware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. So you guys could be like smothering connections or take it as it resonates, vice versa. Let God in. Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationships, the job, the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space. The part we're most afraid to leave empty. The part we guard and don't let God into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us or clinging to it for fear of it not staying on its own, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. Whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Both of those are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may or it may stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you. And you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strengths to surrendering to the grace of life. A soul inquiry, what are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? This is what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships. To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate toward others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix everyone. Today's mantra, I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. So yes, guys, it's all about like prioritizing your needs and your feelings, and really sitting with yourself and purging all that unwanted energy waste that you kind of let build up on you for so long, that you're blocking so much abundance that wants to come in for you, that is right on the other side of this fear that you're not good enough, because you are healing your inner child. It's like you have so much 808 on the clock. Strength. You know, you overcame so many obstacles. It's like you're maturing. You know what I'm saying? But moving forward, progress, and realizing your long-term goals. But it's a need to just prioritize you, your needs, and your happiness before anyone else, because you can't make anyone happy without first focusing on you and making you happy. So stay focused, Capricorns. You got this. I am becoming a better person. Yeah, I feel like this is y'all. Like, y'all know what y'all have to do. Stay focused. And I hope this reading helped. I didn't want it to go this long. Until next time.